This headlight kit is for those of you who are looking for some additional performance out of the headlights on your TJ. Today we're going to talk through the installation of this headlight kit, which is a very simple 1 out of 3 wrench install. This is going to be a plug and play kit that will bolt directly onto your Jeep, so a very easy install that you can get done in less than an hour, but we'll talk more about the installation in just a second. Now, the factory sealed beam lights can be replaced with a higher quality sealed beam headlight, but you're still not going to get quite the same performance that you would out of a reflector housing with a bulb, in my experience. So upgrading from a sealed beam to an H4 reflector housing with a good high quality H4 bulb is going to give you a lot more performance than you're used to seeing. And if you're already going to a housing and a bulb setup instead of the sealed beam, you have the opportunity to go with an LED bulb. The bulbs that come with this kit are going to give you that a different color temperature. That LED tends to give you a little bit more of a bright white light, a little bit less yellow and dingy. And with the reflector housings that this kit comes with, you are going to be able to control all of that light, giving you a nice wide and deep beam pattern without scattering the light into the eyes of oncoming traffic. Now, what Delta is really good at is putting together kits like this of parts that will work really well together. However, you can get a kit that you have to put together yourself, pick your reflector housings, pick your LED bulbs, for less money than this one. So if you're looking for the convenience of a one-stop shop, everything comes in the box, you know it's gonna work together. In fact, they already put the bulbs in the housings for you, then this is going to be an option, but just know that you are going to pay a little bit of a premium for that. If you are willing to do a little bit of the legwork and put the kit together yourself, you can save yourself a few dollars. So what you're getting in this kit, as I said before, are 2 H4 reflector housings. These ones from Delta have a glass prismatic lens, which again is going to help give you that controlled beam pattern and not scatter light into the eyes of oncoming traffic. Of course, the bulbs that come in this light, and that's really all it is an LED bulb inside of a housing. These bulbs that come are a Cree LED bulb. They put out around 1900 lumens per bulb. Of course, they have a high beam and a low beam. There are a series of diodes on each one of those bulbs. Some will be on during the low beam. The additional ones kick on during the high beam. As I said at the top of this video, these are going to be very, very easy to install. Simple 1 out of 3 wrench install that you can get done in less than an hour. And the reason for that is that a headlight is a wear item. So right out of the factory, Jeep made the factory sealed beam headlights very easy to remove because eventually they're gonna burn out or wear out and you're gonna have to replace them. And that's essentially all you're doing to install this kit. You're taking out that sealed beam light and you're putting in this housing with the bulb installed in the back of it. So all you're going to need to do is remove the retention rings that are holding those sealed beam headlights into the headlight buckets by removing the Torx bolts that are holding the rings in place. Once you have that ring removed, the factory headlight will just come right out. You can unplug it from the harness, plug in your new light bulb into the harness, place the new housing inside of the headlight bucket, and replace that retention ring with the Torx bolts that you took out. Now, even though these are a well-built light that have a controlled light pattern, anytime you change your lights, you are going to want to make sure that they're still aimed properly. You're not going to scatter a lot of light here, but they might be aimed a little bit higher than those sealed beam lights that you had. So it's always a good idea to aim your headlights whenever you're changing them out. There are a couple of aiming screws on your factory TJ that you'll be able to use to get these aimed properly. And you have a couple of different options, from following an online aiming guide or marking where your current headlights are. If you like where they're currently aimed, mark them on a wall with a piece of tape, replace them with these ones, see where the light hits. If it's a little high or low, go ahead and make that adjustment. As far as tools that you're going to need to get these installed, just some Torx bits to remove those headlight retention rings, and that's it. This is a very easy install. Delta has a few different headlight kits for the TJ and for some other models of Wrangler, and they're all very consistently a quality housing with a quality light source put together in one box that makes it a very easy one-stop shop for you. As I said before, you are going to pay a little bit of a premium for that ease and convenience. If you wanted to go out there and just find a quality H4 housing and a quality LED bulb, you're going to get something that works just as well, if not better, than this setup, and you're going to be able to save yourself around $100. So again, if you're up for doing the legwork, you can save a little bit of money. If you're in for the convenience and you have a little bit of a higher budget, this is going to be a good option. So if you're looking for some more performance out of the headlights on your TJ, you want to get away from that factory style sealed beam bulb and go with a reflector housing, and you really like the idea of having an LED light source, this is going to be a very convenient setup that's easy to install. So that's my review of the Delta Classic 7-inch LED headlight kit fitting all 1997 to 2006 TJs that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.